Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Pecunia. Been away for a little while with watching the news of all the COVID-19 stuff going on, so I wanted to catch everybody up. Going back to March of 2020, as you can see, most of the spreadsheet has been filled out up until May so far, but I wanted to catch everybody up. I'll be doing another YouTube video tomorrow to go over April 2020. So going back to March, you can see total cash about 20,000, 21,000. Our marketable securities about 40,000 with total current assets of 60,500. You can take a look at our long-term assets here. Bulk of it, the house, $293,000. Marketable securities about 95,000. As you can see, like everybody else, we took a hit when the coronavirus news broke and they started shutting down the economy. Definitely did not help the marketable securities or our stocks, but we stayed strong. We did not sell anything. We did not panic. We're still riding this wave. So our total assets right now are about 478,000. Down to our liabilities or our debt. Credit cards were about $2,000 at the end of March. The mortgage was about $224,000, and student loans were at about $116,000 for a total of $340,000 owed. On long term, in total, $342,000. We like to keep our credit cards very low, and we pay them off every single month. Then get to our equity. All equity is your assets minus your liabilities, which equals your equity or net worth. It's the basic accounting equation. If you go into that field, that's pretty much the first formula you learn. And it's a great formula to know and learn if you're just getting into personal finance. It's great to know what your net worth is. Look, yes, we almost have $500,000 in assets. That doesn't mean much right now because we still have a lot to pay off. And so I've been tracking this. So as you can see, with the coronavirus hitting, I went down about 15% month over month. For the year, we're down about 16%. So definitely took a hit, but like I said, stayed strong, rode the wave, still riding the wave. Stuff's starting to open back up, and starting to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully, we can get a vaccine soon and be well on our way to bringing back our strong economy. Income statement for March. As you can see, salary-wise, we brought in close to $11,000. We're very fortunate to have some good jobs that bring in some good income for us. I also keep track of our dividends, HSA contributions, not necessarily being able to spend that per se, but it still is income to us along with our 401k contributions. I like to keep track of that too to see how much total revenue we're bringing in each month. And breakdown of our expenses, total expenses for the month, $9,800. If we sort this top down, you can see we are chugging along and putting most of our money, our revenue, to student loans. So March of 2020, put about $5,600 to the student loans. We're at a torrid pace right now. We're trying to be done late summer of 2021 if we can keep this pace up, and it looks like we'll be able to do it. Mortgage, pretty decent amount, or a pretty low amount relative compared to our total revenue, $1,500. That really does allow us to put the bulk of our money to the student loans. We're trying to get those and knock those out. So we keep telling ourselves, look, when we're done, we basically have all this extra money to do what we want to do. We can start investing more. We want to pay down the house early. And so that's our main goal right now. So Home and food is a category. That's your Costco, your Walmart, your Targets. You're not necessarily buying all food from there. You're buying some home stuff from there. So I'll lump all that in there. Grocery stores, about $337. And home equipment and supplies. So total home and food purchases for the month, about $1,200. Not a bad month. Utilities for that month, $266. Some clothes, makeup, shopping, $250. Very little is me. I like to say that's mainly my wife. She would get a kick out of that if she was in here listening to that. Maybe probably get mad at me, but I digress. Auto insurance, both cars, $208. Both cell phones, $146. $122 on gas, and the rest, a little under $100. Let's flip this back. So net income for the month, $2,300. It's not a very good gauge of where we're at because it's our total revenue. I like to go down below and just look at what our salary was minus our expenses. And I'd like to add back our health and medical because we do have a good bit saved up in our HSA account. And so when we add back the health and medical, our net income solely based on our salary was about $1,400 or 13% net profit. Cash flows really gives us basically a look of our total cash inflows and our total cash outflows. Basically says what it is. Where's your cash flowing? For the month of March, gained about $1,200, which is decent. We have a big tax bill coming up. As you know, the IRS pushed that back to July 15th. We actually got the stimulus check, and we both got $1,200, and we basically put that into our HSA. We have some medical expenses coming up, and we knew we could put that there. And the good thing is it saved about $700 on our taxes, and we have a very large tax bill coming up of about $11,000. My wife does a side hustle and teaches kids online, so we have to save a bulk of that. And then the rest of it are W-4s. They were just filled out incorrectly. I highly urge everyone to pay attention to your W-4s. If you are not filling those out incorrectly, you could come when tax time comes, you can be due with a very large bill. So highly encourage everybody, get with a CPA. If you know any friends that are accountants, get with them to give you guidance on making sure that your W-4s are filled out. So that does the recap for March of 2020. If you like these videos, please subscribe and hit the notification button. Please leave a comment if you would like to see some more insight into how I keep track of everything on our spreadsheet. Like I've said before, all of my entries are done right here, and basically it's all tables and it's linked throughout. So appreciate it, guys. Hope everybody has a good one.